The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, all, and welcome to our e-filing webinar today. I will go ahead and begin the webinar with some brief information here. This is a recorded webinar that we will be going over the general registration process, the filing process, and the general navigation of the e-filing website. To go ahead and start off here, we do have the e-filing website. This is the landing page, if you will, for sign in. Up at the top here, we do have the court information. This box will present any court information, e-filing information, any pinpoints that we are trying to relay to you as a filer. So you may make a habit of reviewing this box here. It does provide lots of helpful information, articles, and links to other helpful websites. Moving down, we do have the actions box that is for taking action to sign in or to register. We do also have the self-help. This box is providing information for articles, for demonstrations, to contact us. Self-help is available as needed. We will go ahead and go over a registration here. For today's example, I will go ahead and register for an e-file account here. We will fill out our first name, and our email here. Answer a simple security question and answer. And proceed to the next page. That will then offer two types of registration options. As you see, the first option presented is for a firm account. That's going to be for attorneys, a firm with multiple filers, a solo practitioner. Again, these are just examples, not limited to. And the other option is going to be for a self-represented account, your pro se filers, process servers, perhaps a landlord or tenant. Again, examples not limited to. We're going to go ahead and do a firm account today. So upon selecting that, it will ask for the firm information here. It does give us a little pop-up, a little notice that if you are a pro se filer, if you are self-represented, you'll want to register for that type of account. So again, we'll fill out the information here. Anything in red is required. So we're going to just type out our firm or office name, the country, the address, We'll select our state. And a phone number. We'll go ahead and move forward to the next option, which takes us to the terms and conditions. If you'd like to review, and agree and create my account. Upon doing so, we'll send an automated email to activate the account. Once that is activated, then you are able to proceed to the sign-in page. Where you are able to then sign in. So we'll go ahead and sign in to our account that we have created. Once you are signed in, you will see this is again the home page, the main menu. We do have up at the top here the Maryland icon. Over here to the right, we have our Go To Assist. This is used with an e-filing agent for screen sharing purposes. Show Me How To will walk you through any information that you may have question on. We have the person icon here. This will allow for you to manage security notifications or sign out. We do have the house icon here. Again, this is the home screen. It will take you back to this page at any point. The actions menu, this is the main menu for the site. This will allow for you to access any page. We do have the My Filing activity. This will show you your history of the statuses that you are filing. A new filing, which will allow for you to create a new filing, whether it is a new case or into an existing. If you need help or if you'd like to use a template, these options are available. We do also offer a support bubble. This will allow for you to speak with us through chat or, of course, reach out to a live agent. I'm going to briefly go over this menu here. So again, this is the main menu. This is going to offer you a way to access all of the pages in the eFile website, starting with the dashboard, that is where we are here currently, or the home screen. Starting a new case, that is the same as this icon here to start a new case. Filing into an existing case. The filing history. Templates. Service contacts. Bookmarks, and reports. This list here will be accessible to any user. And then moving down towards the admin, this list will only be available to the administrator of the account. And that would include the users, the attorneys, the contact information, and the payment accounts. I'm going to go ahead and go back up here. We're going to start with just reviewing the templates here at this time. So templates are things that you would need to create. There are no existing templates. You would have to create them. They are 100% customizable for you or your firm. So coming in, as you see, you do have a list of our existing as examples. You can search through this menu, or we do have an option to create a new template. We'll go ahead and go over that briefly. Creating a new template will allow for you to create a template. First, it's going to have you to name the template. So for this example, I'm just going to create a new case template. You could even label it with perhaps a certain court or a client name, whatever is fitting for the situation. You can mark it as a favorite. That will place it at the top of the list of your templates. Distinguish whether it is going to be a new case or existing. As mentioned, for this example, we will be doing a new case, so we will save that information. That's going to move us along to continue to input information on our template. So it's asking for the case information. What is the location that you want on this template? I'm just going to select at random a category we would select, and a case type. Again, I'm selecting at random. The required fields are completed, so we will simply save those changes, and it allows for us to move forward. Because this is a template, we can leave it at that. We could perhaps provide information here as needed. Maybe we will always be doing a certain filing code, which is a label for what we are filing. You can certainly fill that out as needed. Say that that's as far as we'd like to go with our template. We're going to go ahead and scroll down and continue. We're just double checking. Everything looks great. That's how I want it to be pre-filled always with that information. And we're going to save our template. And now it's on our list here. If at some point we wanted to come in, we could edit a template, we can view, or we can delete it. And that is templates, again, something you create for you or your firm for common filings. Moving right along back to the home screen, we're going to go back to the orange actions main menu. We're going to proceed down this list here to service contacts. Service contacts are a list of emails for individuals in your office or firm that would like to receive service on individual cases. So an example would be perhaps the attorneys, the paralegals, whoever would need to receive a notification for service on an open case. We do have a list here. You can search through the list. You can view the contact details, replace the contact, delete the contact, or view attached cases. You can create a new one by clicking the Add Service Contact. That would allow for you to create a new service contact, perhaps for a new colleague or attorney. And it pre-fills the information based on your office. You can provide an administrative copy. This would be a secondary email, perhaps the paralegal. That would allow for this individual to be notified every time this individual is notified. An administrative copy. You can add multiple. As it reads, you would just separate them with commas. So once the information is filled out, we'll go ahead and save. It will show saved successfully. Moving it right along, we will go back to the home screen. And again, on this orange actions, the main menu, going down, we will go to bookmarks. Bookmarks are bookmarks or favorites. They're quick access bookmarks that you can utilize on cases that you may be actively working or ongoing. You can bookmark an existing case for information at a later date. That will allow for you to file into a case, things of that nature. Bookmarks. Moving right along, back to that orange actions. We have reports. Reports will allow for you to reconcile your filings related to filing information or billing information. There are 2 different types of reports that you can run. As it reads, it will create a spreadsheet. We'll run that report. Do you want it for your firm or just me as an individual? You must select a date. It is a 60-day time frame, not limited to 60 days back, just a 60-day window from the to and from. Select the days. If you're looking for any specific court, maybe a certain status, and you will download the report. This will download an Excel spreadsheet to your computer or device for you to review and compare the filing information or billing. Again, this is for reports. Moving right along, we're going to go back to the orange house, the dashboard, the main page here. We're going to briefly go back over the menu options for the administrator. Again, these options are only going to be available for the admin or administrator on the account, whether that's a lead attorney, a manager, perhaps whoever created the account. These options are only accessible to that individual. Starting with users, that's going to show you a list of individuals that are set up in the account. You can remove or reset their password. You can invite an individual. You would copy and send this link to them and email it to them to invite them to join your firm. The second admin option is going to be for attorneys. This would be a list of attorneys in your office or firm. Again, we've got the actions. You can remove an attorney, add a new attorney that will allow for you to input their information. As it reads, it does require the bar number. If you have questions about that, there is some information here. If you type it out and we verify, obviously that is not a valid number. It will input that information and you can always reach out if needed. We are provided this information from the state. So if you have any question about this, as it reads, we do recommend that you reach out to them directly. Again, for attorneys. Moving right along back to that main menu, the actions, the administrative rights. The next option will be for contact information. That is going to be for the firm itself, the firm name, the address, the phone number, contact information. You can come in and edit. Perhaps you move, update your phone number. You can update that information. And last but not least, on the administrative options, you do have the payment accounts. It will processing of credit cards. You'll want to understand and agree. It will show a list of your payment options that you can remove. We can add a payment option. It will have you name a payment account. This is just a label for your payment option or credit card. Payment account type. Is it a debit or credit card, an e-check, or a waiver? And then you would enter in the card information. Go ahead and continue and save the details. Payment accounts. Alrighty, now moving right along, we'll go back to the home screen, the filer dashboard. To view a filing status, you can always view my filing activity. This will show any real-time status of any filings that you may have. That is accessible there as needed. Again, filing history, my filing activity, and my filing history, those are one and the same. You can access them the one of two ways. Moving forward, we can go ahead and start a new case. To demonstrate a filing today, we'll go ahead and proceed with a new case filing. Similar to the templates that we went over, it is going to require that you fill out some information. As you fill out the details, it will allow for you to move forward. I'm just going to be selecting at random here. And save the changes. Once that information is saved, it will allow for you to proceed to the next required field. That's going to be party information. First, we have the plaintiff. That is a required party, so we will fill out that information. The only required details will be the first and last name. However, you can provide a physical address, a phone number. If you are the lead attorney, you can certainly select and fill out this information. And then we will save the changes. Once that information is saved, it will allow for us to proceed to the next party. Next required party is going to be the defendant here. Again, first and last name is the only requirement. Physical address if needed, lead attorney, and we will save the changes. Upon saving the party information, it will go ahead and allow for us to move forward to the filing details. You can see this information will provide you some details about the filing type. The options are listed typically for e-file, e-file and serve, or serve only. Because this is a new case, we are only able to e-file. Once a case is set up with the court, you will be able to serve electronically. So e-file and the filing code, as you see, this will provide some information closest fitting to your document. So again, it is essentially a label for what you are trying to provide to the court. There's a list of options based on the court itself. We'll go ahead and just make a selection at random. It is requiring a filing description. This allows for you to provide a more detailed description of your filing if needed. Client reference number. This is intended for your internal tracking, rebilling purposes, if you will. It does not have to be a number. It can be a client name, number, whatever is fitting for you. Comments to the court, exactly what it reads there. It's any additional comments or remarks that you'd like for the clerks to have when they're reviewing the filing. Courtesy copies. This is a field for email addresses to receive a notice of the filing being accepted. So an example may be a paralegal's email, so on and so forth. You can leave it blank. The next required field is going to be the lead document. This is a requirement here. It does require that you upload a PDF document. So we will go ahead and upload our document here. The description will autofill based on the code that we selected. We can save the changes. That is the last required field in this area. If needed, you do have an option to add optional services and fees. This will present a menu for things that the court may offer that you can add to your filing. A list of optional fees if needed. If perhaps you selected that and you did not need a fee, you can simply just click to remove. Once we have it all filled out, again, we will simply just save the changes. That will allow for us to move forward. Service contacts, that would be a list of email addresses. We are not serving yet, so it is unnecessary, but you could certainly add an email for service. Moving on to the next required field, we do have the fee section. This will present the requirements for a payment account. It does give you some information. You will want to select here. I am selecting a waiver, so it has zeroed out any fees. Party responsible for the fees. It does show you some information here. You will want to select a party responsible and a filing attorney. Again, once the required information is completed, you are able to save those changes and move forward. For the state of Maryland, it does require some submission agreements. So we will want to review this information and check all the boxes. Once all the required details are completed, we can proceed to summary. That is going to allow for us to review and submit our envelope. This will allow for you to double check any information before proceeding. You can review details that you filled out, perhaps look at your information. Everything looks good, and you would click to submit. Once you click to submit, it will process the filing automatically to the court. It will take you back to the filer dashboard here. You will receive an automated email within the next minute or so advising that your filing has been successfully submitted to the court for review. And the court will review it typically within 24 to 48 hours, if not longer, depending on the court, advising whether they have accepted or perhaps returned or rejected the filing for any needed corrections. Now, for the next example, we will go ahead and demonstrate filing into an existing case. This option is available here on the dashboard, but as well on this main menu. Filing into an existing case. It does pull up a search option. So you would select the court that the case resides in and type out the case number. Upon selecting search, that was not a real case number, so we don't have anything. We can always go back and check. Perhaps we needed to add some information, maybe. You could also do a party name search. That would allow for you to file into an existing case. When the case does appear, you will have an actions, and that will offer to file into the case. The process is identical to a brand new case, which will allow for you to upload your documents and move forward to submit. Now that is all the basics of the website here. If you do have any additional questions, perhaps specific instructions you are looking for, feel free to reach out. We are available Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central, by phone, email, or chat. Again, we do offer lots of assistance. Show Me How To will bring you to our knowledge base, which will allow for you to view all types of information on the website, state-specific information, training guides, learning about the e-file system, or just getting started. I do want to thank you all for watching the webinar today. Again, feel free to contact File and Support. We're happy to assist with any further questions that you may have. Again, thank you and have a wonderful day.